Hey guys, what's going on? So today I wanted to do a ban list review, and this is my first one. Uh, I'm gonna go through this and kind of give my opinions about it because the way this happened, some choices I was skeptical about, but the rest of it was just fine. So anyway, without further ado, let me bring up the list. Just gotta look this up on my phone and just size this up. There we go. All right, I'm gonna start with the ban section. Cards that can't be used. Aquaphor Towers, banned. Yep, Towers is gone, guys, sadly. Even though, in my opinion, it was more of a control card, and I think, if anything, they should have limited it. Even though you only need to use one, the turbo version was ridiculous on its own. But I can understand. But if you got skill drain off in time, you really had no problem with running into towers as much. All you had to do after that was just play whatever it is to destroy it and then some, or play Solemn Warning just to stop it altogether because it doesn't count as a summon the minute it's gone. All right, it was never on the field. Anyway, what's next? We have Shuret, Strategist of the Necros, banned. Expected, because Necros were abusing the hell out of it. Oh, this is unexpected. El Shaddai Construct, banned. What the hell? What the hell? Are you serious? No, I'm just playing. I can understand why, because there are many ways you could get this card out. Especially now with the clown cards being the new support for it, you can just abuse the hell out of that card. And plus, I heard there are many ways you can run Shaddolls now. You can run Gladiator Beasts and get away with a win. You can run Boojins with that deck and make Construct even more liable than what it is. And plus, with Honestet too, it makes it all the more ridiculous now. But if anything, they didn't even need to ban Construct, even though the OCG banned it already. They could have at least just limited at least. I mean, it is a good card, but I didn't think it was ban worthy. But hey, it's their choice. I mean, you can't convince them now. Sorry. Anyway, Evil Swarm Exciton Knight, banned. Seriously, it was a situational card. It wasn't even worth banning. I mean, if anything, they didn't even have to touch that card at all. Like, if you had less cards compared to your opponent, yeah, I understand the explosion effect. But what are the odds you're going to get that every time? That's a reasonable excuse to ban a card of that nature. Even though it is generic, I understand that. I mean, I understand some of the tier decks are using it. Some rogue decks are using it because they want to wipe their opponent's field clean, even though you do wipe your field clean too. It's a rank 4 Black Rose, but depending on what you have in your hand and on your field compared to your opponent, it can be in your favor, and at times it cannot be in your favor. So, I'm a little iffy on that one. But let's see how that goes. Anyway, that's it for the band section. Now on to the limited section. Clifford Scout, limited. I'm not going to say this is going to be tough for Clifford players, but if I were you guys, I would start investing in Tramplings and On Ice Pendulum Dragons, because you're going to be running an OTK version for the time being until something else happens. You know, another choice you could run to replace Clifford Towers now that it's banned, even though it's not as good as Towers, Skybase. Yes, it's 100 points less than Towers, but it does have an effect that can be in your favor if you know how to play it right. It's basically a change of heart for the deck. It's like a big eye for your deck. But yeah, that's a good tech choice for Cliffords. That's just a hint I'm going to give you guys. But other than that, just play an OTK version. Don't run anything else. Next we got Graph, Malbranch of the Burning Abyss. Expected. But in my opinion, they could have also hit Serta 1 too. But this is reasonable. You can get any Burning Abyss from your deck to your field. I mean, this deck next to Sir and Skarm make the deck what it is. There's a reason why they hit Tour Guide, guys. Anyway, next, Mathematician. Unexpected, but I can understand. Burning Abyss can use it, even though you don't really need to. It helps with the first turn Skarm ability to fetch Tour Guide. Shadalls can use it, because you can make Shikanaga. And you can use the Mill ability to activate effects from the grave. Let's say Shadall Beast. Let's say Shadall Dragon, if they have a face-down card. Falco, if you have something else to spare in your grave, just to get back that Shadall card with Falco. Hedgehog. Squamata. Yeah, those are the only two decks I see abusing the hell out of that card, but reasonable. So it's not really bad that this card's at 1, but let's see where it goes from here. Alright, next. And these two choices, I believe, should have been done in July. Necros of Brionac. Yep, it's limited. Finally, even though I believe it should have been hit in July. Necros of Unicorn. In my opinion, I almost thought they were going to ban this card, but the fact that they limited it, I was thinking, it's about time. What the hell took you guys so long? Anyway, moving on. El Shadall Fusion. Reasonable, because the minute you activate that card, you can get another Shadall Construct. Ridiculous, right? It was your replacement for Super Polymerization, guys. The only difference is you didn't have to, it doesn't cancel out any chains. You could easily Solemn Warning that card. But the thing is, the fact that it was at multiple copies, you never knew what to expect with Shadalls. So the minute they played Shadall Fusion, Shadall Fusion, one of the main pieces to getting your beaters out. You could do it again, get another Shadall monster with El Shadall Fusion, and then some. So with that being done, it's going to make people resort to running Nef Shadall Fusion more. Even though a lot of people say, oh, Shadall Fusion sucks, so I'm not running the other tech choices that are lesser known. Try it. I mean, there's nothing to be afraid of. Using tech choices that have not been used before never hurts. Expect the unexpected. Never hurts to. And finally, for the limited section, Rhoda. I'm a little pissed off about this because really they could have hit Deneb or Altair because Teller Knights were doing a ton of shit with this card. And for Ignites, they could have banned Royal Magical Library, even though a lot of people will say doesn't see play as much. It's not even worth being hit because you can easily stop it. My opinion about that, if you get the right play on board, it can be helpful to you. Especially with Ignites, they OTK, man. But yeah, I can understand why, because Rhoda at 3 makes warrior decks a little bit more consistent and more explosive, depending on which warrior deck it is. Heroes, 6 Sams. Noble Knights, the ones that I know can really top. Ignites, like I mentioned earlier. And Teller Knights. So yeah. There are more out there. Those are the only bunch I can think of that are really, really competitive right now. UAs can use it, even though you hardly hear about UAs. And I hope they get more support too, UAs. Anyway, but all in all, they could have brought Stratos back, man. I don't care what anyone says. They could have brought Stratos back. But anyway, they're getting a new Mask Hero anyway, so don't fret about that. Yes, they are getting a new Mask Hero. It's Wind and it's level 6. I just forgot the name. Anyway, aside from that, semi-limited. Sir, Malbranch of the Burning Abyss. Like I mentioned with the limited section, Sir should have been on that limited section. Because that next to Skarm, next to Tour Guide, and next to Graph, it makes the deck consistent. You use those combos, you've got a basic setup with Fire Lake. You got a basic setup with anything you have in your hand already to spare. Burning Abyss are still a thing, even though you've made those small choices, guys. In a way, Konami is making this easier for most of the players out there. By hitting Graph, it doesn't really do anything. You're still going to do a ton of shit with Sir. because you can bring back a Virgil, you can bring back a Dante and do a ton of stuff from there. Mainly Virgil, because it shuffles stuff back into the deck. It doesn't destroy anything, which can be in your favor because shuffling can really help you in this case. And the fact that it helps you draw a card when it's destroyed, even better too. So, yeah. Sir, at 2. And that's the only thing that was semi-limited. And finally, now this is the section that really made me think, I told you so. Anyway, first one. Chaos Sorcerer. What did I tell you? What did I tell you guys for the past deck profiles that I've done? I knew this card was going to go to 3. I figured that. It wasn't even as lethal as they thought compared to BLS. They could have kept that at 3 for the past couple of formats. Anyway, Legendary 6 Samurai Shien. Okay, some warrior decks are going to have some competition now. And 6 Samurais may see some play in tournaments, guys. The only difference is no gateway for you. Sorry. No lockdowns, no quick lockdowns, unless you find a way to get like 3 Shiens in one turn without gateway. Anyway, now Spellbook players, you're going to be laughing your butts off. Spellbook of Fate. Start investing, guys. You're going to be running Spellbooks again. And finally, this is the one choice I was expecting also. Gear. And I even asked someone before the ban list came out, what if this card came back? What if it came back to 3? And they were like, nope, not going to happen. Not going to happen. It's too explosive. The deck's not doing anything. And even at 3, it would still not be doing anything less than the other tier decks out there. If anything, it would be between tier 2 or 3. Gears are good, but, I mean, now with all the new changes and all, you don't know what's going to happen, especially with the new archetypes out. You don't know what's going to happen. But it's still competitive, even at 1. You took it off the list even beforehand, it would still be competitive, but you wouldn't be seeing it going undefeated or anything like that everywhere, you know? But anyway. The only thing I'm a little saddened about is Atlantean Dragoons not being unlimited, but it may happen, like, possibly when the new support comes out for the Atlanteans. But let's see what happens. But overall, I like this ban list. I'm a little iffy on the choices they had for the ban section, but the rest, it's fine. Exciton Knight and Towers and all that, and Construct, but sure they can keep that. The other 3, I was a little iffy on, but the rest, I'm sad that Scout's at 1, but the rest, all fine. The only thing I'm saddened about is Scout, Construct, and Exciton Knight being hit. But overall, I like this list. So, even though it is, it's been a while since they've been trying to come up with a good way to make things balanced, I think they're trying to take the step in the right direction with this list. The next list, I hope they do something even better. But until then, work with what you have. So, anyway, hope you all enjoyed this ban list review. I may do more of these in the future. This is my first one. But I had to get this out of the way because the ban list was killing me after I found out. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. And until next time, hope you all enjoyed this video. Please hit me up in the comments. Leave a like and favorite if you did. And hit that subscribe button. And I'm Smash Adams, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.